Yep, we're going. All right, guys, welcome back to another live stream here. Interesting today. We have a full-size truck. This is a Toyota Tundra. Full-size truck. I've never done a full-size truck in this single-space garage. We're gonna R&R the two fronts, and we're gonna tint the sides and the back. The interesting part is gonna be this one, because this back window is actually a roll-down window. So I'm gonna have to fiddle around with that, being able to tint it. I think I'm just gonna hand cut it, just because I've never hand cut a window like this before. I think I'm gonna hand cut it just like a normal window, but it's just gonna be a lot wider. And yeah, the only issues today will be because I'll be working with such small quarters, tight quarters. That'll make it interesting. Let me think. I don't think I want to take the doors off. No, make it simple, make it easy. All right. I guess let's do passenger side first. See how far we have. Let's call it 22. 22 by 35. So I'm gonna pull down 22 and call it a day. Do it sideways, I'm not gonna shrink anything. Actually, I already messed that up because I was measuring from the bottom here. I'm gonna slice it up here, so. How do I get this back up here? Two's right there. Good. So let's take a look at the window. So the window shifts and stays in the front end here and starts opening up and leaving a gap. So I'm gonna cut just half of it. I'll show you. This window does kind of shift more forward, down and forward. So we're gonna compensate for that to make sure that there's no gap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this side and the bottom, and then probably only halfway. And then I'm gonna tack it, shift it, tack it, do whatever. And then when I roll it down, actually, I probably won't even shift it because I gotta move it down an eighth and it'll seat it in there for a little bit. So you'll see. It reminds me of those older Denali's. This is Carbon FX, 15%. What do I want to do? Leave it. I'll cut half of it. Tack this down a little bit better. I want to bring this down because I want to expose this other edge. There we go. Now this edge is exposed, so now I can cut into it. A little high, I'm like on top of the ridge instead of like with the curve. Come on. New blade here. Running low on the carbon blades, I'm gonna have to order some more. It almost doesn't want. Oh my God. Even the carbon blade, it almost doesn't want to lay down flat against the glass. What the fuck is going on here? So strange. Just trying to trim it up and clean up this line a little bit better. Much better. So this curve's a pretty good amount, so I'm gonna curve it a pretty good amount. Bring it off. So this is where it's halfway and this is where the glass is. So they kind of, So we're just gonna smooth out that transition. This dip should be hidden. It normally is. All right. Scrub it up one more time. And because we're bottom loading, definitely want to wipe off this bottom area. Lord almighty. Lord, I can't wait for a bigger place. It ain't the prettiest. That line dips a little bit. And I think that's the frustrating thing with me, especially with hand cutting, is that like I want everything to be damn near perfect. So there is a gap right there, but if I'm correct, when you roll it up, it should disappear. Yep. By the skin of my chin. What I will probably do, now that I've hand cut this window and I can kind of see what's going on, what I'll probably do is not even cut the bottom half. And what I'll do is I'll just cut the top half, stop, and then continue that line. That way it'll be a little cleaner on that side. It's still good. It's great. Just be a little cleaner on the other side. Nice. Whoever did this, whoever hand cut it, did pretty good. Just shaved the edge. I'm not an edge shaver. I think it's just too much time. Too much time. Hopefully this film hasn't been on here long. Then it won't be a big deal. Yeah, it's leaving all the adhesive on there. Yeah, I'm not even charging him for removal. He's a neighbor of mine. He says, I could just remove it for you. No, thank you. No, thank you, not necessary. Looks like it's coming off fairly easy. Fantastic little trick a coworker showed me right here. When I do removals, I particularly like to bottom load. Because you have to be careful with all this adhesive. Like right now I have the film folded down so it'll catch on the film. But once I start doing the bottom portion of this, I have to be careful that I'm not scraping and then shoving adhesive down into the gasket. Because then that adhesive could come back up when I'm doing the installation. So I usually take a little bit more time to remove the dang thing. Okay, this. Just take it. Thank you. Thank you. Especially when you're hand cutting. And you don't want to mess up. You don't ever want to mess up, but I feel like hand cutting obviously takes a little, it takes a little longer, especially like me, where I'm like OCD about the shit. the 1-inch razor blade across the top, I don't try to push too much pressure, because then you'll start, I think that's a scratch right there, not one that I did. I don't want to put too much pressure, because then I will put like a little dent in here. Right to the bottom there. Y'all saw that I was gonna start over here and I changed it and went over there. There's a black ceramic coating. This is Toyota and all the information for the glass and stuff. If I would have started off on this side, that black ceramic coating would have actually dulled my blade a little bit, and it could have made it harder to remove the rest of it. It's really not that hard to remove, but makes it easier. Tight spaces. If I go nice and slow, hopefully I can pull this off without leaving the adhesive. Which I think is working. Lord almighty, he has this thing buried an inch deep. They had to have bottom loaded this thing. And then now when I'm cleaning out, watch my knife. Watch my knife. I want to pull out. I don't want to push down. Pull up and away, get my knife in there, and then pull away from the edge. I don't want to be shoving it into the edge. That way I'm trying to scrape the adhesive up and out instead of down and in. Nice. All right. Okay, more razor blades. I'm just gonna go over it one more time Very light on the edge so don't dull my blade. This is to ensure that I get all the adhesive off. Nice. All right, let's hand cut this puppy. You know, I could do, because the way I cut it off the film handler, I know that this is a straight edge, so I could possibly, is this edge straight? I can bring it down a hair. I don't even have to cut the bottom edge. Very nice. Oh, excuse me. Did it shift on me? I think it shifted. It's that crazy curve that comes up this way. I'm gonna cut the top edge and it's gonna look crazy. It'll be buried. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just tell myself that. Came a little gritty right here, so I'm just going to trim that off. I would be able to put a straight edge up there, and I don't know if it's because I scraped. I think as I scraped this, use this to scrape the sides, I think it's dull. That's why I didn't cut it. Yeah, it shouldn't be that difficult to cut. There it is. I feel like that's a lot to cut off a corner. Guess we'll find it. Toked up, better not be looking at my car. Right there, looks nice. I don't know. Nice. Very nice. Need it for the other side. Not too shabby, Abby. Am I still recording? There we go. Gonna get a fresh towel and a scrub. What year is this? This is a 2014. So I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this side, roll it down halfway, cut the top and follow that curve, and then finish that straight off, edge off. I think that'll look a lot nicer. But I wanna kinda grab my peel board. Do I have my keys? Nope. Uh-oh. Let me go ahead and move some of these benches out the way. Just like that. There we go. Coffee time out. And the hardest part is keeping that angle the same all the way through. Around that curve. On a grading scale, I would say that this vehicle, to hand cut, probably not the best. Not one of my favorites. Obviously it could be done. But it just takes a little bit more time. You gotta give it a little bit more of an analytical view. You gotta kind of plan out how you're gonna maneuver it. And even then, those are just assumptions, like I did over there where I cut the bottom half and the top half, and learning that, you know, if I cut the top half and just keep that line going through, I think that's gonna end up turning a lot better. I won't know until I actually install it, so I guess we'll find out, huh? Get a towel. One thing I did change today, normally I like take the leaf blower and blow out like any leaves or anything on the floor. And I didn't do that this time because I don't want to stir up any particulates in the air. Hopefully I can have a little bit of a cleaner installation. I did a friend of mine's car, and I did it out of this garage, and I saw it afterwards, and it was fine, but there could always been a little bit of improvement. I saw some, some contamination here and there, and I'm just trying to evaluate what I do and how I do it and see if we can make it better. So now I think the plan is that I'll, like, at the end of jobs, after a job is done, I'll go ahead and blow out the garage, and maybe if I know a job's coming, I'll blow out the garage like a day or two before, but not the same day, just so I can give time for everything to settle in. Following that line worked perfectly. That's real clean right there, real clean. I would definitely suggest to do it this way versus the way I did it over there. I mean, it's still good. There's no light gaps. You can still see it. Everything's just fine. But if you had to go, one is better than the other, I would say that this side would look a little bit better than the other. And I guess through the eyes of a window tinter, I should actually say that, because through a client's eyes, it all looks great. And I've done one of this client, I've done one of his cars already. Bless his heart, because he's like, yeah, just do the same thing you did on my Altima. And I'm like, do you realize how many cars I do? I don't think you realize. Tell us for a door against the wall. I'm gonna get a new towel, whatever. Put this over here. I've installed these back ones. They're kind of like the RAV4 back window. So there's space on the sides because it seeds into the sides pretty deep. I am gonna bottom load that one now. I'm gonna show you how I do that. But yeah, we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, so they either filed this, or I'm assuming they filed it and not like hand cut it. I don't like the filing. The edges don't look as clean, especially if this was a plotter job, which I think it was. Still going on the juice? Yeah. Okay, we're a little bit, an hour in. 2 windows, an hour in. Granted, part of the scope of the work is removal. But y'all have seen me install plotter patterns, and y'all see me hand cut, and y'all know it takes me a little longer to hand cut. I think if I actually take my time and not rip this puppy off, I can go ahead and peel this off without leaving any adhesive. Which is a better route in my opinion, because you're gonna spend time either way. So take your time and do it like this to minimize the amount of scraping you're gonna do, or rip the puppy off and scrape the whole thing. But when you scrape, you run the risk of leaving adhesive. It's not coming. Give me more line. Do this top edge one more time and then I'll trade out blades. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it. I didn't mean to rip that off. I mean, I meant to rip it off, but I didn't mean for it to rip off. I was gonna try to pull the same thing I did last time where it was just kind of at the bottom. Run away! From Finding Nemo. Ba, 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 ba. Ba-ba-ba-bum. It's my GoPro batteries. Batarasis. It's a nice day at least. I think the heat is over for this season, which is nice. Eat. See that? It went in there. Not what you want. Scrape up and out. Get your knife in there, and then as you're scraping, start pulling it out. Or if you're gonna bottom load, then this really doesn't matter because you can go push all the shit down in there. Not all of it, but you know, you don't have to be so meticulous. Ah! Maybe another 45 minutes? 45? Maybe. Right around, ballpark. Don't fucking hold me to it now. Gotta go meet my sister-in-law for, I'm gonna go take the dogs to the dog park. My dog Cleo and her dog Nico are brother and sister. Brother and sister from the same litter, actually. So we like to try to get them together, spend some time together so they don't forget. Don't forget each other. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 45 minutes should be a good ballpark figure. It's pretty much done with this one, and then I just gotta do the back window. If you can't tell, I don't like razor blades being left around as I throw one on the ground. I know where one is. At the other shop, we just snap them and throw them on the ground. Whatnot. I don't think I'll do that if and when I get my own shop. I think everyone's gonna need brake boxes. My fear is like that I locked the dang keys in. So this towel is the prop up against the door towel, so the door doesn't hit the wall. Let's get together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is first time watching, guys, and you're seeing me use this film handler. Unless you do flat glass as well, I wouldn't spend 800 bucks on a film handler. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know. It's definitely good for flat. I mean, I guess it does have its applications. I am enjoying using it, but I feel like it's overkill. Oh shit. Oh shit. A little windy. A little windy.
She does fit in there.
Oh, it's just squeezing her in, my friend.
Wow.
Just squeezing her. She got a big ass.
Yes, she does.
It ain't the worst, though. It ain't the worst.
It's not long, but that's a good thing.
Right, exactly. And I forgot. I totally forgot that like this is like a full-size truck, and I'm like, Lord, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you mistaken for the Tacoma.
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, and then I'm pulling it in. I'm like, oh shit. How's the lift?
Not bad.
Getting it in there?
Yeah. So now I'm gonna go down the garage, my garage down, grab something down. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Copy that. I have I'm cutting this window right now and installing this. Okay. Everything else is done except for the back window, so I'd probably say ballpark 45 minutes or so.
Whenever I'm nowhere.
Copy that.
I'm off today, not doing anything.
What garage are you, just in case?
I'm just going down there to grab something.
Oh, okay.
I'm building 16. Just shoot me a text when you're done.
Copy that. Will do.
Right.
Hey Sal, hey Heather.
Working on Sunday, huh?
Working every day, man. If you work a little bit every day, you don't have to work full time 5 days a week. Don't be fooled. I try to get out as much work as I can.
Yeah.
Have a good one, y'all. Let's get together. Yeah, yeah. I hate it when I keep it too long here and I don't wet the top here, or I wet the top here, because if you don't tack it just right, it'll actually stick to this and then your pattern will shift. So then when it's time to cut, it's all fucked. And you don't even know, sometimes you don't even know because it only shifts just a little bit. So you don't even know until you're installing and it's like 2 inches too shy. What in the hell was that noise? Oh, copy that. I'm learning that the bezels on this truck is particularly angled. the bezel. Like if you're looking at the side of the mirror, the window, like as a side profile, the amount of curve it has is pretty substantial.
I meant to ask you, do you take Discovery?
Yeah, I take everything. Pretty sure.
Okay.
As long as PayPal takes it, I take it.
Yep.
Might as well get the points, right?
Yep, absolutely. I do everything I can to get that.
Ain't that the truth? Come on. There it is. Okay. Not the greatest top edge cut. I don't know why. I'm having trouble with this. Having trouble with this vehicle. What I'm gonna do as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss that blade because I scraped it already, scraped the sides with it. Battery died. Got about an hour 25 left on the memory, which isn't bad. I think 2 hours and 38 minutes with the memory card that I do have. I'm gonna try to retrim this. I think I'm going to try to retrim the entire thing. I think just 2 hours and 38 minutes, sometimes it's like pushing it. So I think I want to get a new memory card. Bigger, or just get multiples. So what I'm doing here is I'm going right below the edge, because the edge I cut is kind of jaggedy. So by doing this, I recut the edge with a much cleaner cut, minimizing the amount of possible lift. Just a sliver. I mean, that's a 32nd. No, barely anything. But it's gonna make the top edge look much cleaner than what it would have been. Been so busy. Some updates on my life. DSP added Solar FX as a distributor, which is super exciting. So now that's actually, I mean, currently it's on its way to them, but now you can purchase DSP products through Solar FX if you're a Solar FX dealer, and hopefully that will steamroll. I have 2 or 3 other companies interested in carrying DSP. I just have to wait. I can't take on 3 or 4 new distributors at a time because the product itself takes so long to make. It takes about 6 weeks to make enough for a distributor order. That like I'd be behind in forever, and I'd be caught in one of those things where like I don't get paid until the job's done, but like the job would take up almost all my time, and I still need to make an income until that job is paid. So just trying to stay on top of it. But definitely exciting. Definitely exciting. We're fixing, for those of you guys that are watching, we're fixing to add window tint tools to the DSP website. And essentially I've curated a number of tools. The tools that I use on a daily basis, the tools that I would personally use, is what we're gonna have on the website available. So if you guys are used to watching my videos and you guys are trying to get into the game, then you'll have a place where you can buy all the necessary tools. I won't carry, unless I get like a really good deal and they're like a closeout or something, like I won't carry everything because I just don't need to, nor do I want to. And lastly, we are also adding dry shrink prep edition soak shields. So we're going to be offering soak shields as well to the website. Just trying to offer more, you know. That way for those of you guys that need tools can have a place to purchase tools. You know, and especially if you guys watch my stuff and you guys want to support me, buying those tools from me, which you're going to buy anyways, would help support me in the channel. So much appreciated. Check it out, dryshrinkprep.com. Yeah, I'm gonna have more things as time comes, as time progresses, and as I build it, I'm gonna build it bigger and bigger. I just have a kink in my hose. There it is. And that right there, this is why I backed the car up into the shop versus going nose first. Nose first would have had the doors open towards the garage door, and wind coming in, things of that nature, is just, you know, potential contamination issue. So doing it this way, where we're facing the garage door, the door itself blocks the wind. So that is why we're pushed here. All right, looking good. Oh, there we go, moving along. I'm just glad we don't have to shrink this one. There is my buddy Mikey has a Tundra that we tinted, and you had to shrink it. I think it's a single cab, single extended cab, whatever, so the doors are like ridiculously long, like stupid long. And this is kind of a funny car because like you literally have to keep the car on the whole time, because normally you just do the sides and turn the car off, but since the back window rolls down, I'll turn it off for right now. Take everything I need. Paper towels I'm done with. Right there. Garbage, laundry. In a moment. Okay. So before we get started, let's see where we're at dimensions wise. Say widest is 61 and a half, so let's call it 63. And from top to bottom, assuming this is laid in there a little bit, I'm at 16, so let's call it 17. 17 by 63. Hey!
God, how did you fit that in there?
By the grace of God. She's got a big ass too, I tell you what.
Oh,
I forgot that I haven't put in a full-size truck in this garage. So
good God.
there's very little room. Very little room.
Is it gonna make tough to do?
No, I'm almost done. I got the sides, the back. I had to redo the two fronts, and then I did the sides, and then I'm just working on the back glass right now,
Gotcha.
which makes it a little bit difficult because the back glass rolls down.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only trucks that the back glass, full back glass, rolls down. It's really cool.
That's a Toyota for you.
Yeah, right? Right? Hey, I'd take it if they gave it to me.
Right?
I asked a buddy of mine, because a buddy of mine has a full-size Tundra like this, and I said, why did you go Toyota? Like, why not Chevy, GMC, maybe even Ram?
Right.
Like, if you're gonna give me a Ford, I'll take it, then just turn it in, you know,
Right.
trade it in. But he says the Tundras, they're built really, like, the components are really girthy. He says his uncle works on a truck from time to time, and he's just like, holy shit, like the calipers are huge, and I don't know too much about cars, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So
No, I got this.
I gotta finish up here, and then we're running over to the dog park. Tasha's gonna meet us over there.
Yeah, I remember she said something about that. I'm actually,
Do you want to come with us? Because I think all the kids and stuff are gonna be there.
oh no, I got too much to do. I gotta get the chili going. I got deviled eggs actually boiled. I'm gonna fix those. I'm making beer bread.
Yeah. Okay. After the dog park, I'm gonna come back here. Then I'm gonna head over to. I'm gonna head to Target in like a few hours. So if there's any last minute stuff you need, let me know.
I think, yeah, just the salad stuff. Get some grab some bacon bits.
Okay.
You know, stuff for the salad. Just stuff to,
I can do that.
yeah, because I already said that's the only thing I didn't get at the store because I don't buy any salad stuff at Walmart. I will not buy it.
No. If I buy salad stuff, it's from Publix, then it's like a day out. Because if you go 2-3 days, it wilts and it's, yeah. No bueno.
I agree. So no,
Okay. Well, no worries. I'll get it taken care of.
Steaks are marinating. They smell good.
Oh, good.
Oh my God, they smell so good. Oh. But yeah, so I'm gonna go home and fix. I got the dressing actually started, so I'm gonna fix the dressing, the deviled eggs, all that stuff.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Copy that. All right. Well, we'll be in touch, and we'll be over for dinner soon.
Okay.
All right.
Be careful.
Love you. My mother-in-law. Okay, 63 by 17 is what I said. So I'm gonna, where's the tape? Why do I do that? How do I wrap it around? I'm gonna cut it out using this 20-inch roll, but using the 17 will make it a lot easier. 72, 20. Let's just go right here. I'm like trying to like figure out the math, so it's like right in the middle, and I'm like, just fucking eyeball it. What's 72? 72 is half of 72 is 35, 36. So as long as the middle is in. Why is this? It can't be 36. Maybe this is off. I don't know. Just line it up, ballpark it. Here's 17. Here's 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's go 17 and a half. Now I'm just trimming off a little bit. I say 63. Ah, Jesus. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and trim a straight edge off. Pull it back. And that's it. Now this line is straight because I just cut it straight, and this line is straight from the factory cut. So I can use either one because the bottom is pretty straight. Make it real easy for myself. The interesting part is how the hell am I supposed to roll this window down without fucking up the bottom? I think I'm just gonna pull the bottom edge down a little bit. That way when I roll it, because I am bottom loading it, it'll just kind of go right there. Okay, I keep hitting the stupid fucking ball thing for the garage. Okay. Bottom's good. This is why you get a plotter. Especially in these tight conditions. Jesus! Lord! All right. Not sure if this is gonna work or not. Sure as shit gonna find out. Hmm? Hmm? I think it's working. We got caught on this tonneau cover piece, but it should be fine. Should be fine. I got the edges exposed. All right. The idea is the same. This is brand new. The idea is the same, that I'm going to trim this, and then what I'll actually do is where it starts to curve, I'll take about 1/8 of an inch off each side before I install it. And then that way it'll go in. Because there's no shifting because this window goes straight down. So that's the plan, Stan. That's it. Go and take this up. Take that up. Burn nice. You want it's much easier than doing this? getting a goddamn plotter. My thought was either a plotter or tools. Because if I would do a plotter, I was gonna do pre-cut kits as well available. But I decided to go with the tools instead. I think that'll be more effective for you guys right away. But the idea about the plotter is that the idea for the plotter is that for those of you guys that don't have a full stocked inventory of film, but you need some film like for a gig, you know, because not everyone's got $700 for a roll of FX Plus, you know, and that's just in one shade. Especially, I mean, God forbid you offer different shades to like if you live in a state that offers different shades. So the idea behind pre-cuts is that you guys would be able to purchase pre-cuts from me direct, and you're gonna pay a little bit more than what you normally would pay if you paid for straight up roll, but it would help you in a sense with like it'll help you like start your bankroll, right? Because you need the jobs to get the film, but you need the film to get the jobs. So if you get the pre-cut film from me and you get paid from the job, and then you can start saving to just buy a whole roll. It'd be more cost effective to buy a whole roll, but to each their own. Now technically, because this is kind of like a slice of pizza, right? If the opening is, if you cut it exact and you bring it back a little bit, here's a good example right here, this angle right here, right? So this is the window, this is the print or the cut, right? If I bring it down a little bit off, there'll be an edge around. So technically I might not even have to, but I think the way that this angle is to get 1/8 of an inch of a gap here, I would have to get almost 1 inch on top, and I want to avoid that. So the hand cutting part is actually the easy part. I mean, it's the hardest part because the installation, pretty dang easy. And bottom load it, and it looks good. Aye. There goes 1/8 right there. Goes an eighth right there. Done. Hit it. Can't tell. We're gonna reverse roll this. We're gonna do a reverse roll and a bottom load. Per usual, I roll from left to right because I like to unroll from left to right. First in, last out. So if you want to unroll from left to right, then you have to roll it up, obviously with the liner side out, from left to right. And vice versa. If you want to roll from right to left, unroll from right to left, then you have to start on the right side. I like doing from left to right because then my left hand is still guiding the film, but my more dominant hand, my right hand that's more dominant, has control of the film, if that makes sense. Which it may or may not. It makes sense in my head. Okay. All right. Boom. Put this puppy right here. And he doesn't have his seat covers yet, so he's trying to protect it as much as he can, which I get, totally get. I think he got a sheet and just fucking cut holes in it, which is awesome. I'm gonna shove this back in when I'm done. So from here, for a bottom load, you're literally just gonna grab this bottom seal and pull it up. Let's see if it's easier if you roll the whole fucking window down. Whole window down, grab, and pull. That's it. Just that easy. Bring it in for you. You want to go up as high as you can, but still exposing these sides. And I just realized that this curves right here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to get into place and then trim it in here. Yeah. Slight calculated risk. I think we're gonna be good. I mean, you could probably two-stage this, but I feel like it would be a lot harder. All right. I'm gonna have to leave it like that. It's a little weird. Go slow. Okay. So we're just gonna tuck it in just like this. I'm gonna tuck that in where it belongs and trim it. We're just going with it. Same thing here. Tuck it like that. And just 2 clicks of a blade out. Boom. Just like that. I've never actually trimmed the edge of film while it's in a car. So that's new for me. Boom. Probably better to probably hand cut and eyeball that curve at the very end, but for most part it's in, and I know it's clean, and there's no light gaps, nothing. It looks really good actually. Let's see. Right. I'm pretty sure we could just put the thing right back in. Yes, sir. Yep. Don't lose my scrub. I got it right there. You would think it goes this way, but it actually goes this way. I always thought it goes this way, but it's not the case. I guess I could. Never mind. What am I saying? Come on, Patrick. This isn't a bad idea for a cover, truth be told. Towel back. I'm assuming he has a dog. I did it. Ooh. All right, guys, that's it. The only thing I have to do on my end is obviously clean off the windows and then get all the paperwork and close out the client. So he's not here, so we're not gonna do that portion right now, but that's it.